How to deal with STDs? Hmm. Dating when you have an STD. So much knowledge out there. What does this think about STDs and how to deal with them?
Today would be like a quick 5-minute face, 4 eyeshadow palettes later, rocking a blue lid. Who would have thunk? What's up?
Those is just 4 hours later. What did she say? Just caked some cake layer upon layer. What?
Buttercups, it's me, Amy Young, and I'm here to change the way you think about dating and relationships.
Wow.
Attention please, we have a viewer requested video. This lovely lady wished to remain anonymous. She wrote me a badass soul-bearing email. Let's hear what she has to say.
So
Hey Amy, I love your videos.
because she's here to change your da 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 da. Just mash. Either you see the truth or get bashed. The truth is the way, the life. Who knew?
Watched every single one, but I've never seen you talk about this. Last summer, I found out I have herpes. Yes, the genital kind, the scary kind, the kind everyone is freaked and grossed out by. It's honestly not nearly as big of a problem in my life as I thought it would be, except when it comes to meeting guys and dating.
So it doesn't really bother me, except when you what? So how is it? So it's not really important, but it is. It is. It's not in and out. In infliction. Yes. 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 I have herpes now. Wow. What happened?
I haven't seriously dated anyone since I got my diagnosis, but the last guy I told before sleeping together seemed really uncomfortable and mysteriously disappeared a week later.
Oh, how sad. What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm so scared that no guy will want to be with me now, and that as soon as I get close to someone, I'll have to tell him and it'll ruin everything.
Right, just more bash, just fear, 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 fear. Always validation required. Raw, 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 raw. Why can't you just love yourself out of that bash state, huh? Oh well, because it's just some disease that it just spreads. Well, bashhood spreads. Who knew bash spreads bash and spreads more bash and bash and bash and just relentless way to smash and bash. What is going on? Defilement. Who knew? Who knew a behavior based on the belief of a lie could result in bashhood? No, it couldn't be. It's just that it's man's nature over billions of Harry Potter years and numbers and mash and spells and enchantments and wow, 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 cut a little here, add a little there, here, here, here. Name upon name upon name upon date, a date here, date there, smash this, smash that, wow, wow, wow. And all of a sudden we were here. And all because we were half ape. And, and our daddy half ape was another smash ape and smash another ape and just mashed you together. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
What should I do? Please, I'm so desperate and I don't feel like anyone else will understand. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, from the bottom of my desolate, stone cold heart. What's going on? So, to begin with, okay, STDs is almost like you know it's there, but yet you still go out there and bash and smash. And soon enough, it's like, well, everybody has it. Just spread it all out there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Or just create a vaccine and some sort of thing that just protects. You could just go and smash and smash and smash some more. Yeah, yeah, amazing. What? What is going on? Complete. This is the stare of confusion. No idea what the life is, and that's why it's just relentlessly smashing and dashing and being dashed and smashed on and wow, 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 in and out, in and out. all but also so self-empowered though, in a very self-empowered and virtuous way, right? Of course, everyone believe it so, and that's why they're just unhappy because they're so righteous. That's why they're so empty, and that's why they're so righteous because they just have to go out and smash even more and more, and pump themselves into the bliss and ascend higher to their higher, highest self, most highest self, to a point where they can just fantasize their blast way into their galactic family of the abyss. Wow, who knew? What is going on? What is going on?
Thank you guys for like sharing shit with me. I get like so many messages and emails of people just sharing such personal stuff, and I can't respond to everybody, and it drives me fucking nuts.
Oh, you love it because it's the false love of the world. Wow. Yet you're gonna complain about it and say, "Oh, so annoying. Oh."
I'm really excited to answer this today. I have to apologize because I've had this email in my inbox for close to like 4 months.
4 months. Wow.
And I knew that I really wanted to answer it, but I wanted to be very careful about how I did because I don't know exactly what you're going through.
Oh, so she's virtual calling saying, "Oh, I'm actually pure. Yes, I'm so pure, and I take care of myself. Yeah. Oh, oh yeah." Is that what you're saying? I don't know, but this is the face of somehow bashing.
Anonymous, I've never been in your precise position, but girl, I do know what it feels like to feel undateable. To just feel like
Wow, so who knew that having STDs is just like feeling undateable? Oh, yeah, same thing. No, it couldn't be that it's, something that's affecting, your body and actually probably eating your flesh and just probably making you sterile as you speak. And no, it couldn't be that. It's a swarm just dashing and smashing. And no, it couldn't be because I still believe in uh a world that can just smash and dash and hold hands and love each other and defile this and that and just hybridize and just join the galactic family. Yes, because that's how much we love each other. We're just willing to smash whoever we think it we love, based on some self-boasting love that yes they give and relentlessly just show me an image of mine that I just love and I just bring with just so blah blah mash. What absolute mash.
no one would ever want to choose you, to feel like something's kind of wrong with you, to feel like there's something about you that just makes you unlovable.
Um, do you know that many people leave their so-called spouse or partners or girlfriends when they get sick? And it could be any illness. Illness, of course, is not some value, right? If it was, then why? I mean, let's talk about just being unhealthy. Let's just market being unhealthy but of course you can't. You sell unhealthy behaviors as though they were healthy. So, okay, here we go. What's going on?
I have felt that, I've been there, I get it, and I know a lot of other people who have felt that way too. Because I get emails.
It's just all about feelings. You know why? Because I get emails. Whoa. Who knew it's just Bash would who knew that the Bash could read Bash and just write more Bash and just feel it and just wow. I get you, sister. What is she saying?
From them every week. I get emails from men and women who really worry
Look, she's really struggling to get through this. Why are you even doing this? What are you doing?
that because of who they are and the cards that they've been dealt, no one will ever want to love them.
Because the cards they've been dealt. Because yeah, it was just 33 degrees of victimhood. That's right. The doctrine of Satan. It's always about just thinking yourself into better situations and just smashing and dashing until you just can't get enough, because that's right, it's false promise. You never get enough. And it's relentless. All because you strayed. You strayed. You strayed from the path you knew that you were defiled into. Why? Defilement. The corruption of the vision of life everlasting. By the greatest attempt of the light to deceiveth. The call of the generations, the calling. It's just smashing life everlasting in his face. Right in his face. And laughing at it the whole time, mocking it. And its belief in the false promise it has only to give. Because the light doesn't give it everlasting life. No. The Father and his relentless unconditional love does. Amen. Hallelujah. Forever and ever.
This video is going to make me really emotional, and we're going to roll with it because this is important. I get emails from women who are single moms and are thrice divorced and are still looking for love and worry, can a man accept me and this and the whole package?
Oh, of course. The struggle. The sufferings of the world.
Men and women who are differently abled, who worry that because they're in a wheelchair or they use crutches that, that like takes them off the market somehow. Beautiful, wonderful.
Who knew that it would, because of the image that people believe they should be living somehow, or somehow emulating, or somehow just feels right to them. Just do whatever feels right to you. It couldn't be that, right? Wow, what shame.
Individuals who have experienced sexual abuse, who are
okay, she's triggered. Every time. Why? Is it possible that you know? Of course, everyone knows. Trauma. Just defilement. Evil.
Newly sober, who struggle with mental health issues, who just feel like it's too much. Who's gonna choose this?
And you can say, oh, well, this is a privileged person, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't know what evil is or what suffering is. She's never worked a day in her life, or blah, blah, blah. Perhaps, but she's still defiled. It's just it's a bloodbath within. It's a relentless, just blasting into oblivion, thinking she can overcome it. Just that which devoureth. Because emulating something, creating an image that you put forward, and then just that is the image that you believe in, means nothing. Whose image are you in? That's right, your creator's, not yours.
A lot of people have something that just makes them feel like, you know what, I'm just too different, I am unchoosable.
So, okay, then you go and, choose that one that is totally defiled, and just show the world how, just why, what are you saying? What is she saying?
This like big scary thing makes me just undateable. I know a lot of people who have stuff like that. And that is so sucky and painful, right? To feel like there's this one thing that defines you, right? Like that there's just this one thing about you.
It couldn't be your behavior. And it couldn't be that every single one of us gets exactly what we deserve. And you could say, what a mean thing to say. Wow. It couldn't be that, of course, a situation, a quote unquote accident, or some arbitrary thing that you say, whoa, how nobody saw that coming. Wow, could it be that, you've just been relentlessly defiled up to that point still? And of course, you believe in it so much. Why wouldn't you get bashed? It's all about bashing one another. But no, you don't see it that way. You see it, oh, everybody's just so good. And everybody just wants to do the right thing. The right thing. according to them and their image of the blasted image of so-called humanity and love and all this nonsense that is the counterfeit. Wow, what shame. So again, why doesn't this person just say, okay, send me, I will just not discriminate, and I will go out and get the sickest man I can get. The more STDs, the better, because you know what? It's all about loving and just being loved, right? Wow, what are you saying? You're saying that people can have the choice to. Wow, what is she saying? People have the choice to engage with what they openly know, is wow, caution, or just to embrace it. Yeah, just let the swarm in. Just let it in. Just let it in. What are you saying?
That just makes you unattractive or unappealing, and that is going to just leave you like forsaken and kind of.
So she's mixing, phenotypes, physical things, or whether you're in a wheelchair, this with um something that essentially is contagious and is a physical nuisance to some and all this, but it also in some cases makes you sterile. And what does that mean? Okay, so what is going on? What is going on? Not to mention the influence that embodies. What is that? And you could say, "Oh, it was my first time and I got it." Could it be because you believed in the bosh that even allowed you to have a so-called first time? What is that? What has this? What has the union of that bond come to? Oh, it's just about feeling good. Just stick it in, stick it out. Wow, anybody can do it. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, anybody can do it. Wow, who knew that with that bash mentality, eventually they would just openly creep it up and just openly defile the children in front of us, openly, because it's just loving. It's just if they love me and they say I love you and I love them back, right? That's love, right? What bashwood? What is this? Just a total 50 shades of bashwood is what's going on. Confusion, mixing, physical, just physical limits. Really, not really, but just what you would see as, oh, this is why somebody doesn't like me, and then saying, oh, somebody with STD. You know, wow, what are you saying? They're not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Extra screwed in the love department. That blows. You ask me what you should do, Anonymous, and I don't know what you or anyone else should do, but I do have something
She has no idea, but she's gonna say it anyway.
I want to share that I think might help, that I know has at least helped other people. So I want to
Wow, great. So give us Bosch. Let's hear. I can't wait to hear this Bosch.
share that. You must begin to believe. You don't have to believe.
Oh, she could not wait. She's like, you must begin the first step in brainwashing. You must believe. Just believe anything at this point. Just bash up there and go into Magic Candyland with the Fantasia of Fantasias allows you to swing left and right in thoughts, the river of thoughts, and the little Buddha turns into the observer and it comes back and shows you all sorts of magical, lightful, shimmering things, and just you come down and bash and you say, yes, I believe. I believe in the light that showeth me. Yes, I know what I have to do. I need to. Oh, just believe that I don't have an STD. Yes. And that I love myself so much and boast and boast and boast and boast and boast. Wow, exactly why I deserve the man that I know I want and can't have and all this. What is this? What is this? What is this? Turn from the ways of the world. Standing in truth is the only virtue. Not how much you can love yourself, despite having like What a somehow some overwhelmingly shameful thing. Wow. Who knew that life is value and that anything that gets in the way to impede in that process is somehow devaluing it. And of course, it's the swarm, and it has many faces and many names. So how do you overcome it? Something that is defiling with truth. Yes. Of course, there is love that overcometh relentlessly. So yes, doesn't matter. You could be, the most filthy person, but if you see the truth, I go to it, walk in it with its protection. Why wouldn't a man give you the love of the Father in that journey through his conviction and commitment to that servitude in alignment with the union between becoming one flesh, you and him? Wow. Which, who, as they do this, they are a lot everlasting life. The Holy Spirit reneweth. If you bask in it and glorify it and abide in its way, by its way. So what are you saying?
Leave it today, but just start maybe believing that this one big thing, this thing that feels really unfair, it might actually be your greatest asset.
Yes, wow, what are you saying? Just gosh.
In your pursuit of great love. Because any
Great love, right? Because love is just so relative, you need the greatest. What are you saying? There's only the love of the Father, which is relentlessly unconditional, and the counterfeit that has many names, Legion. And of course, no wonders what we see and liveth as we doeth is only repetitions and iterations of bashhood within this sense of believing in a false love, the false love of man for man, that guides somehow some destiny of his own where it's loveless, you guessed it, all the while being lured by the light, telling you to love yourself even more because you have strayed and made your own way. Wow, what a shame. So someone who happened to come and get an STD, all that you have to do is believe, yes, somehow this is my greatest asset. And of course, why would it ever be a point where it would be like, wow, what am I doing? What am I doing? What is this all for? What have I done? What am I doing? No, it couldn't possibly be for that, right? Instead, oh, shame me. Nobody will ever want me now. Wow, what a shame. Instant victim, instant, right? Not even seeing the truth of the error of our ways. Wow, who knew? Who knew that life was so relentless? And of course, relentless in its love, in its unconditional love, day in, day out. You do nothing to have the life you have other than just complain about it and say how you want to make it better for yourself and supposedly others. Wow, what a shame. What a shame.
a person who cannot accept or is unwilling to say yes to all parts of you, whether it be your herpes or your mental health diagnosis or your 3 beautiful children from your previous marriages, or
So somehow this video says dating when you have STDs, but she's just slamming other names and groups and this and victim that this. Wow, what are you saying? What are you saying? 50 Shades of Grey is what's going on.
Or your wheelchair, or your burn scars, or your speech impediment, whatever it is, anyone who can't get on board with all of you.
So any victim that's rejected, oh, nobody even ask why, but just love them relentlessly so that they can keep bashing in the air of their ways. Wow, what shame. What is this? Exactly. False promise by entitlement to somehow engrandment and somehow, self-forgiveness and self-love and basically just imploding. Just imploding. But no, you think you're going to rise from the ashes. Wow. You will, but only to see life in all its glory as you just burn away into the abyss forever and ever, wanting to die, not being able to die, wanting to die so bad, but not being able to die because of you guessed it, the shatter, the light that splitteth and just bashes and defileth all. It's a bloodbath. Wow, who knew?
Is just not your person. This thing is actually your greatest filtration mechanism. It's like a built-in lie detector test that asks,
built-in lie detector test, because we're all just machines that just squiggle lines here and there and here and there, and you just have to read the graph. Don't you know how to read a graph, dummy?
how serious are you about me? How into this are you? How ready to invest are
Oh, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna find a man and just get with him and just, and then all of a sudden see how much he's into it. I'm gonna just lay this bomb that I think is a bomb. What are you saying? What is going on?
Are you actually? Really? Because this'll tell me a lot.
Right. The only thing it will tell you is if what is going on. Are you fertile still? Is this something that the man wants? Is it gonna make him have to have some sores and stuff and all this stuff? What is happening? Is it some polluted state of being and behavior lead you to be this and just relentlessly defile and defile? What is going on? And maybe that other person doesn't give a damn. He's like, yeah, give me your disease, baby, because that's what he's been programmed to just say. Yeah, give me it. I love it all nasty. Yeah, ooh, yeah, in and out and in and out and in and out. What is going on? It's the open love for the world, just in all its depravity, right? So, no, shame on you if you say no to somebody that tells you, hey, guess what? I have this and I'm sterile. And you're saying, oh, well, uh, what is going on? He wants a family with you, become one flesh. How can you become one flesh when you're barren? But of course, we're all becoming barren. We're all becoming barren because we feed it from the tree that defileth and not from the tree that giveth life everlasting. Yes. The truth, the way, and the life. Amen forever and ever. Hallelujah. Yes. But no, this person is just staring into the abyss, just hoping for the next sign to just say nonsense.
Just as best you can, you must see this thing as actually a very useful tool
Because it's a tool. Now use it and abuse.
in weeding out wishy-washy, half-assed, not worthy people.
Right, because they should love you. This video is about STDs, not about wow, okay, say you had like some scar on your face or you're born with some deformity and you think that that's gonna, well, fine, but that's a physical attribute. If it was an open sore that was defiling your flesh and just relentlessly could be getting in your eye and then your mouth, and what is going on? What is going on? Are you saying yes? I'm gonna go and just lick all sorts of open sores, and just because I love them so much. What is going on? Um, what are you saying? Because this video is about it's not about all these other groups that you just somehow lumped into this. Wow, what a shame.
People who aren't actually 100% interested in knowing and loving you. And that doesn't say anything about you. That says everything about them. Because when somebody disappears or heads
Yeah, because you're not wrong. You're not wrong for relentlessly going out there and getting smashed and dashed on and just loving the world. There's nothing wrong with you. And oh, you were smart and used protection, but you still did. Wow, you were still smashing and dashing. Okay, I mean, what do people expect? What do people expect? And again, oh, my first time is again. Why did you believe you needed to have a first time with some guy that you thought was oh, he's so hot. This, that, smash. You believe in feel good, do it. Wow, who knew if you believe that you'll get smashed? No, you can't. You can believe that and not smash yourself. No, exactly. What a shame.
for the hills, of course, it sucks. It blows chunks. But all it actually means is that we have successfully weeded out another person who is so not right for us, because you will not have to convince someone to accept this thing about you.
So again, back to STDs. So maybe you'll find somebody with herpes as well and be like, hey, I have herpes as well. Hey, wow, it's all good. Yeah. But there's different kinds of strains and all this kinds of mash, and the swarm is legion. So, I mean, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Are you saying, oh, of course these people aren't, deserving of rejection and not being loved? Wow. Do they know the love of the Father they have? Have they turned away and just become so defiled that they don't even see that, and therefore must get the love of another person to feel validated and somehow just boast and boast even more about, yes, I finally found some sort of passion who thinks I'm amazing? For a while, maybe, hopefully. What is going on? What is going on?
You won't have to prove yourself to that person. That person will want you for all of you. Because the reality is that people with herpes do find love. They do meet great partners. They get married.
The reality is that none of this bash knows what love is. That's why they're relentlessly bashing against each other, calling it love, and all kinds of love for all kinds of people. And wow, just get as many apparent connections with these people, and just huff and puff and friction and just connect with the light. Oh, and create your own image even more. Just boast it and superimpose it and boast it and project it and smash it and refract it and just in and out. Wow. Until it feels good enough. Relentlessly.
They make babies. I know people like that. Like, that's their story. And that goes for everyone. No matter what your big, scary, undateable thing is, there are examples of people who have totally 1010% made it fucking work.
Wow. She's that intense. She had to swear about it. That's how certain. 1,000, whatever. That's how much percent. That's how much Harry Potter numbers that mean math nothing. What are you saying?
And you can totally be one of those people.
Yeah, you could just bash yourself into believing whatever you want. And just go in there, back in there, and smash and just spread it all over, because it's true love. Your love, you're giving them you're just spreading the love, right? Because it was spread to you. So that's why you have to go spread it out and make people love you for it. Yes. That is the face of just, right? I mean, right? Wow. What smack.
So while it would be really dumb to act like this isn't hard, or to pretend,
The hardest thing to do is admitting you're wrong in the ways of the world. And wow, who would have thought that you could come to a point and say, wow, what am I doing? What's the point of all this? What is going on? Could it be at that moment, life everlasting is calling to you? But no, you just use that to just recreate you and smash you even further and just go out there and even smash harder. Wow, what a shame. The ways of the world surely result in death, and the pathway to death is the sufferings of the world. Relentlessly worshipping the light, and so therefore you fear death. It's the same, the yin and the yang. You worship death, and the light deceiveth you and reward you in the flesh, and that's why it feels so good. Just relentlessly pleasure, lust, 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 lust in and out, and it's a constant battle with lust. But no, it just feels so good. Yes, 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 yes. It just feels so good. I can't get enough. Let's get more. Let's more. I just want to secure it every day, 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 day. And if I have to get married for it, fine, fine, fine. But still, I'm just bashing because I'm still bashing out in the world and getting bashed. Just disappointment after disappointment. But no, I'm just trying my best, and I love doing it. I love smashing. I love smashing so much. I get so much reward because the world loves me for doing whatever it is that I think I'm doing. Wow, what shame. And if the world doesn't love me, then I feel I'm doing something wrong, and I will try to be loved by the world more, just so I can be seen and noticed as doing something because I'm taking action for some bash way of living that just bashes. Wow, what a shame.
That you haven't been dealt maybe a more difficult hand, I want to remind you that you get to decide how you feel about these cards.
Oh, she could not wait. You get to decide how you feel. It couldn't be the life, the living Father that twists your heart at every given moment of your life. Whenever you have strayed, when you strayed. And in trying to control your emotions, you're actually rejecting the life everlasting. Because you want to go your way and tell yourself what you're feeling and when. And you can control it somehow, right? No, you're totally out of control. Under the worship of the light which shatters. Wow, who knew?
And this big, scary, undateable thing, does it have to be so big and scary? Or is it possible that this thing in your life, which you admit isn't even a huge problem for you, well, it might not be a huge problem to the next guy in your life either? Is that a possibility?
Is it a possibility? Of course, because anything is possible. Even paving the way to space, to the moon and beyond. Yes! Get your tickets today because it'll be generations until we can possibly even begin. Yes, but get your tickets today. Yes!
Of course it is. Dare to imagine that version of reality.
Dare to imagine a fantasy where just everyone loves. See, everyone is looking for unconditional love while perpetuating defilage. Wow, what shame. What is going on? Could it be the love of yourself? The love of yourself, regardless whatever you do, and just you just have so much love for yourself that you relentlessly forgive yourself and push yourself forward into some other bash. Wow. Led astray by the promise of false life that you can create for yourself. Wow, what shame.
Okay, because it's totally possible. And if you can begin to believe that, it's going to make all the difference. I cannot thank you enough.
The Holy Spirit renews and gives you the heart of flesh from your defilement, right? This person just say, oh, it's not possible that the Lord actually reneweth your flesh. When you just say, yes, Father, yes, I was wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. There's no other way. And what you call a miracle or whatever is just renewal. You believe in that the body renews in 7 years and all that stuff. Wow, who knew the flesh was amazing? But no, it could not be possible that the Holy Spirit, meaning that which even could even be conceived as bringing forth the flesh, but the holiest of the holiest renews, renews the flesh, renews and gives you a heart of flesh. What are you saying? Overcoming, not to just live with some bashwood. What are you saying? The Creator renews and restores all things. It is resolved. The book of life. What do we live by? The book of man and the fears of man. Who knew there was such a thing? And that it has been written. It's written in your heart, but we constantly carving it out and creating a heart of stone, chiseled away by man, in God's image, promising you that with that heart you will have everlasting life. Wow, what shame! Relentlessly denying the life everlasting which you have at every living breath you take, and huff and puff and stretch and spread yourself on the ground and contort and say, yes, 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 feel the good feelings of this. Oh, wow, bash. Deceive to love yourself even more. Fill yourself as much as you can with that false love that fades, which is why you have to relentlessly huff and puff. But what is relentless? The love of the Father. That you may see how what's seen in your image, becoming self-aware and wanting to overcome it. When life is to be lived, there's nothing to be overcome in the sense of life giveth forth relentlessly. So what is it that you actually have to give? Is it possible that the purpose is to see and endure? To see and endure, to see what relentlessly is being shown. Know the know the signs, know the seasons. What are you saying? What do you see? Do you see the wisdom in the word of God? Do you see the wisdom in his creation? Do you see, or do you see your wisdom and constantly pursue it to boast and swell even more and more and more so you can go and bash some more?
All of you enough for sharing so many intimate, beautiful details of your life with me and
Oh, at this point she's a little grossed out. She's like,
trusting me with so much.
trusting her with so much. Wow. Who knew that so many people just believed in false promise? Hmm. What did you actually say in these 6 minutes? What is going on? Nothing. Just 50 Shades of Smash.
It means a lot. So thank you, Anonymous. As always, there are a million and one more things that I would love to say that I just can't necessarily fit into these videos, and that
Wow. If it's more bash, then just say, I would love to say more bash, but I've already said enough bash. Okay.
is why I send out a regular email series to the awesome community of people who are part of the
So that's the end of it probably. Who gives a damn what it's next? Probably more bash. But dating when you have an STD, somehow this is all about loving yourself and believing that you're worth something that you feel worthless for. What is that? What is going on? Isn't that just constant inner conflict or just constant defilement to brainwash you into just numbing yourself enough to just continue bashing because you couldn't possibly be wrong? Nope. And no one who ever encounters any, uh, situation where you think to yourself, "Oh, wow, what am I doing?" But no, somehow it wasn't your fault at all. No, you're the victim. It just happened to you. Life just happens to all of us, and we get bashed and bashed. So we just have to go out and just try even harder to smash before we get smashed. Hmm, what's going on? So
I
now
have
we're gonna.
undoubtedly
What is
shared
this?
a
Troja presents why you should use condoms in committed relationships. Hmm.
lot on this channel, and I mean a lot. But there are some things that I haven't shared with anybody. So, when MTV and
I wanna share a secret.
Trojan Condoms, who I'm working with in collaboration for the Guide to series, said, "Hey, you have anything to contribute to the condom conversation?" I knew it was time for me to share this piece of my story with you guys that
Yes,
not even my
TP
parents
all
know,
about
my close friends don't
what?
know, but now I want to make public so my mistake can be your life lesson.
Oh, here we
I
go.
feel nervous. I love the fact that I added the extra pressure of myself in making this like public. Let me have this moment in peace.
Okay, so could it be that this person contracted an STD even though being in a committed relationship and didn't use protection? Because some of these diseases, don't appear until, whenever. They're dormant. And who get like what is going on? So you're just supposed to have some sort of, just of course, just this ultimately will end in use protection no matter what. That's great for business for Trojan. But as far as what is actually going on out there, I mean, think about it. It's like relentlessly saying, you're screwed regardless. You just have to be in fear or just consume these things that don't actually 100% protect you, but pretty damn close. So just do it. So what's going on? It's not that wow. It's gone to the point where wow, everyone's just out bashing and smashing, and wow, there's basically everyone is defiled. What is going on? Who knew that believing in defilement and engaging with defilement would give and result in defilement? No, it couldn't be that. No, could not be.
If I'm shouting it out, what's the big deal? What is the big deal? Hey everybody, I am Shan Booty Boudram, and I am a clinical sexologist, a YouTuber, an author, a journalist, and today I want to share a secret with you guys. I am a survivor of chlamydia.
Why was that such a hard secret? I thought she was gonna say, I have genital herpes or all these warts or just something, just what chlamydia is something that uh, I mean, it's just so prevalent, right? And people just blast it away with a pill. So what do you what everybody just oh, when was your first time? Everybody just laughs at it. What is going on? And of course, there's people that go and get and so apparently never get it, but maybe they don't know they have it because most of this stuff is asymptomatic, meaning they don't always show symptoms. Okay, what is going on? So somehow this big secret was chlamydia. Whoa, who knew?
I say survivor not because it is a life-threatening illness, because it is not a life-threatening sexually transmitted infection, but I am surviving the stigma and shame, and I'm going.
Oh, right. Again, what is going on? The stigma and shame. So just because you can now apparently cure it until the next time you get it, what does it mean to not want to get it in the first place? What does that mean? And somehow it's a shame. It's a shame if you think it's a shame when people engage in a behavior that results in just the smashing and bashing.
Going to live.
But somehow they believe there's a safe way. Just put a little helmet on and go smash. Yes. Of course, because it's the belief in self-glory, that you're entitled to all the pleasure that you could just smash yourself with and get to experience in a lifetime. Just go out and fill yourself. Fill. You're only young ones. Yes, go smash. What a shame.
Live on to tell this and not die of embarrassment, which I kind of feel like doing right now. But I want to share my story because there's oftentimes we think that there's not truth in the numbers, and there definitely is. 1 in 2 people under the age of 26 will contract a sexually transmitted infection.
Wow, who knew? Who knew that if you have sex twice, you're probably going to have an STD? Who knew? Who knew? 50% of people will contract an STI. Wow. What is going on?
That's a whole lot of people behind me. Hi!
I was just trying to say exactly what you guys was doing.
So, just because a bunch of people have it, that's why there should be no shame in it. What are you saying?
I'm talking about how I've had chlamydia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This probably isn't the cameo video you want to be in.
That's why I'm gonna slap my ass out the way.
Yeah. I just told a stranger I had chlamydia. Okay.
Right.
All right. We'll do it one more time. And I've decided to share my story today because I want everyone to know that there's truth in the numbers that can often feel like they were just pulled out.
1/4 of teens will contract an STI. Has anybody asked why teens? If teens are so pure, if the children have never been defiled, why do teens have 1/4 of STIs? Could it be that older people are defiling them and spreading it? No, it couldn't be. No. What is going on if 1/4 of teens, meaning 13-year-olds to 19-year-olds, what are they doing? Of course, they're being defiled by just people who are defiled. And introducing the swarm. What is this is just a tragedy. It's the worst of the worst. When teens become just swarmed, just engulfed completely, all thinking they're having magical experiences. Wow. Because think about it, if every wave of children is pristine and clean, and it's never, oh no, a parent never, no, nothing ever happened to my child. So then we're just supposed to believe that, it's just some parents that abuse their parents and they have diseases, and then these kids are gone, or it's just this and that. No. 1/4 of teens. That means a bunch of people that have already contracted the STI are just defiling the teens. Wow. Defiling our children. Wow, who knew?
Out of a random hat. Chlamydia, for example, has 200,000 cases per year that are reported in the U.S. But here's the scary part. 50% of women who are infected with chlamydia show no symptoms at all. I am also part of this statistic.
And you might say, chlamydia is just this. You can get it from this and this and this. Well, it goes into the vagina somehow. It goes inside somehow, whether you're female or male. It goes inside. So what are you doing? Self-serving yourself, and somehow your hand you're defiled, and you're introducing just foreign bodies into there. All because, yes, you could touch yourself relentlessly. Yes, do it. Just blast yourself. Yes. It feels so good. Yes. Shattered by the light. Self-gratification. If self-gratification is the only thing that guides you and just propels you forward, what a shame. What a shame. What is that? Bashwood.
So now, get out the tea, Time to tell Shamboody's story. I was in a committed relationship, and about 3 or 4 months in, I got onto birth control, and we decided that we didn't need to use condoms anymore. Now, this was an informed decision on my part. We had both.
Oh yeah, I was so informed, I was so empowered that we did. So anybody that says, "Oh girl, you went on birth control," or "you gave up your power," no, this is where she comes in. Nope, I did on my choice, and no one's gonna damn tell me any different. I'm so strong. What are you saying?
Both gotten tested, we were healthy, so everything seemed kosher and cool. Fast forward to a year into our relationship, and my mom, who works as a nurse, said, "Hey, do you want to get a free health assessment at her job?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd like a free health assessment. You know, I'm not thinking anything could be wrong with me, and so there's no conflict of interest in my heart." So I go to the health assessment, I'm chatting up with everybody. I had a really dope smoked salmon sandwich that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and I got tested.
You will remember, because now you're associated with this trauma.
I got both a pap test and a blood test, and then I went on about my business. About 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from a blocked number. It was the Sorry.
Wow, are they laughing? Somebody's laughing. Amazing.
I know they're not laughing at me, but it feels that way. So I rolled.
I just know in my heart, yeah, believe in me. Okay, move on. Yes.
Rolled the dice, answered the phone, and it turned out to be the health clinic, and immediately my heart sank. They informed me that I had tested positive for chlamydia. Now, I had 1,000 questions. How could this be possible? I just been tested. I don't sleep around. I'm in a monogamous relation. And that's how I found out that my monogamous relationship was anything but. And it turns out I'm not alone. 1 in 4 people.
Wow, who knew that it turned out to be different than what you saw? Could it be possible that your own image has deceived? But no, you won't say that, and relentlessly just believe in your image even more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Wow, what a shame.
People who think that they are in a monogamous relationship.
And you'll say, no, it was the other person who deceived. Maybe in his image he was just smashing and dashing and not give a damn. So why is your image better over his and his better over? No, it's bash. All in because of the belief in just self and blood, higher self, and blasting into Buddha realm of fat belly swelling.
That's not really quite the truth, which is why to this day, no matter who I'm with, what we're doing, or how long we've been together, I walk with.
And this is a commercial. No matter where I go and who I sleep with, you better believe I will pull one of these out and maybe use it. Because who knows? And at this point, she probably doesn't give a damn. But at this point, she, of course, right? The only way to be safe is to use protection, people. And make that man wear that protection, because it couldn't be possibly the behavior that's actually opening you up to defilement. No. It couldn't be that. No, that's just a way. We're just half ape. We're just half ape. We just have to relentlessly stick it in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out relentlessly, because it feels so good. It feels so good. Oh, who knew? And that's all you need to do in life, right? Just happy thoughts. Me, walking into the violent war. Me, sunk. Oh, but no, I didn't see it coming. How could it possibly be something that I didn't see? Wow. Exactly. What do you see? Do you see the shape-shifting life that you see as somehow living? Or do you see the truth, which is relentlessly there for you to see it? But no, you turn away. Anything but the truth, anything but the way, and anything certainly but the life. Because no, you're apparently going out living life to the fullest in your image, and just smashing and dashing, believing in this and believing that, because yes, there could be so many split beliefs upon fractal, and we just have to live amongst all these beliefs. Yeah, whoa. That's warm, smashed. It couldn't possibly be that there's one way, one truth, one life. No, could not be. You relentlessly want to come in and fantasize and just come in and come and do multiples of lifelines and this and that and this and that and this and remember this and that and oh, it was so nice to live in that time and oh, I remember it. Oh, wow, what a shame. What is going on?
One of these. I carry a condom sometimes for a friend. Hell, sometimes, yeah, I carry a condom.
What for people who think they are in a monogamous relationship are not. Wow, who knew people live in such an immoral way? Who knew? But no, the whole time they're just out there having a blast. YOLO, baby. Can't get enough. Just worship that light and it just glorifies your beauty and just go use yourselves and abuse others. Wow. Yes, all in the path of self-love and self-empowerment and just the love of the world. Wow, what shame. What are you saying?
Condom for myself. It's no one's business why I have it, but everybody wins when I do because it just takes one. Takes one out.
I have a condom and I'm not afraid to use it. Wow. It's like saying, okay, we're gonna just open war on each other. But hey, you have a shield, so go out there and just smash. Cannon fodder. Wow. Led to the slaughter. All thinking you have some sort of protection. The only protection is the truth. Because standing in it, you won't be split asunder by it and your defiance.
Asshole in my case, one bad experience, one forgetful night, but to combat all that, it also just takes one condom that can potentially save your life. So,
Potentially save your life. Wow, she just couldn't wait to say that. Potentially, because you're still open to the swarm.
I want you guys to keep the condoms, lose the assholes, and have a better sex life.
Wow. Lose the assholes. Exactly. Lose the relentless sodomizing of your life. Meaning relentlessly huffing and puffing down a path of, you guessed it, dust to dust. Denying the way to life. And the union of that action that you call pleasure actually showeth. It's not to be toyed around with. I just treat it like some commodity that you can just go out there because you have needs as some beast, half ape. What is going on? And for us just to say, well, yeah, that's why we could just go and abuse each other as long as it's consensual. Consensual bashing, yeah. And then they could just come in and do it to our children. As long as they're safe. Wow. What bash.
That's what I call responsible as
Responsible as bleep, exactly. And this image says exactly. You've just been smashed and bashed into 3 cubes. It's the cube with the fractal of a line that goes nowhere.
Bringing a condom does not automatically.
Chlamydia, caused by a bacteria passed during sexual contact. It's the most common STI in the U.S. It's especially common in those under 25. Chlamydia often has no symptoms. Is easily treated but also easily spread with or without symptoms. Condoms offer good protection. Aww. They might as well just say, condoms are just a belief. That's right. Bashhood. It gives you a thin layer of fantastical, yes, fantasy protection against the defilement you do to yourself every time you just smash and dash. Wow. All because you think you're getting some sort of fulfillment. You're void of the love everlasting, and that's why you have empowered yourself just to boast yourself into light speed into the abyss. Wow.